I love this part of the day in testing. Everybody out there on the runs. It's about now that you expect the red flag to come out, because everybody's on their long runs, and somebody will then end up getting frustrated at the end of the day and say, well, every time I was on my long run the red flag came out. And it is astonishing just to see how
let's keep pushing, try and build some
together and controlled everybody is at the moment, and how well the cars are running. Maybe we shouldn't be surprised by this. It's the last year of a set of regulations.
Yeah.
Surely by now all of the niggles and the issues have been worked through.
Someone put up a tweet from the first year of this set of engine regs, and let me just say, I'm delighted that we're covering this year and last year and not 2014 testing in Jerez, because it was barely any running at all on day one. And about the daftest thing we got onto yesterday was an avocado slicer. I think it would have been far, far worse if we were doing testing in 2014.
There ain't nothing worse than an avocado slicer for me, mate. I'm allergic to avocados.
Are you?
Yeah, desperately.
You can't be a millennial if that's the case.
Well, apparently I just am. According to the years.
The only millennial who's allergic. They are great, to be fair. Greg asked about Stewart, Jaguar, Red Bull. I think that is the order, isn't it?
Yeah, I think that's it.
That's it. Apparently we missed out Lotus in the Tolman to Renault list.
No, Tolman, Benetton, Renault, Lotus, Renault.
Okay, well that one's on you, Greg. Thank you to you anyway. So we got that in. If you've got any other shouts, I think it absolutely is Jordan.
Yeah, I think it must be.
To Aston Martin, which they get to next year, not this year, next year.
But it does, having teams with that kind of heritage and history, it does bring it. It's something we talked about last year, that concept of having a one weekend with a throwback livery, and if you are a Racing Point, you could throw back to that yellow Jordan livery, or the green one, the green 7-Up livery.
Pete on the team wall for Haas has asked if he could.
Pete Crawler?
Yeah, has asked, can we increase the temperature by about 15 degrees
on the pit wall?
Well, the thing with the pit wall down
here
is it's always in shade due to the enormous and fantastic grandstand we have. Holds 10,000 people on the main straight here. Commentary box that we're normally in, fantastic view, and that is always good. But it's always good for the fans in the grandstand, and there are plenty of fans in the grandstand with the enormous Go Max banner there as well. But it's still in shade down there at Haas. You have our sympathies because it's nice and toasty up here. It always is.
A lot of work going on down at the Red Bull. A lot of expectation on them this year.
There is a lot of expectation. We're going to talk about that on the other side of hearing from their team principal, Christian Horner, who spoke to us a couple of days ago.
Is a filming day, but it gives us a limited amount of time to have a little look at the car for the driver to make sure that he fits it properly, and to iron out any niggles before arriving at the first test in Barcelona. Well, with only 6 days of testing pre-season, it's vital that both drivers get as much out of it as they possibly can. So listening to each other's debriefs, watching the data, following the progress of the car, even when they're not in it, is vitally important. But we had a great debut season with Honda, and the partnership has only got stronger and stronger, and it's been a really positive winter. The effort that's gone in behind the scenes has been truly impressive, and I think further steps have been made on the power unit front and on the chassis side, so and the integration of the power unit fully into the car now is really a work of art. But I think the most exciting thing about the 2020 season is it really does feel like the grid has been concertinaing